welcome back to the Time Bomb channel. I hope all is good in your part of the world. Just doing an overview today of a couple of bits that I've picked up recently. I'm going to be doing potentially longer vids on each one, so today is just a little bit of a taster of what's to come. We've got a few work trips coming up soon, so time is going to be short. But anyway, as you can see from the GShocks on the table, I popped into the GShock store in Singapore. They had some absolute beasts, monsters that, most of those I couldn't afford, the ones that I wanted. They also had this nice display in the corner, which showed a little bit of the history, the original testing of some of those original watches when they came, when they were first brought to us. The ones that I could afford, I didn't actually buy in that store. I bought them somewhere else. The first one, where's it gone? Yeah, is this one here. So let me just zoom in a fraction. So this one then is the G5600 UE, and that's 1DR. It is essentially, let me just give you a quick close up there of the bits. Yep, cased in Thailand, made in Thailand, not cased in Thailand. As I say, there you got the reference and module on the back there as well. It is essentially, those of you will be familiar with it's the solar version then of the standard 5600 here, obviously with slightly different module and some additional functions. Now many prefer these to these because of that solar function, and I'm certainly one of those. But it's also preferred by many to the standard 5610 here. And the reason that some people don't like the 5610 is because of the red framing, and just basically the dial design of the 5610 for some people is not their preference. So many go for these G5600s. Now the G5600 is also actually not that common. It seems to be that the standard 56 and the 5610 itself then seem to get a lot more love and a lot more attention. I also kind of think that this one is sort of the halfway house between the 5000U here and then say this other standard model down here. And again, as I say, a reference, I personally prefer Solar GShock. So when I saw this one on sale, and it was really quite cheap, it didn't actually cost me that much more than this one, and it cost me less than some of the 5610s that you see for sale nowadays. So yeah, it was an absolute no-brainer. I'm not 100% sure yet if I'm going to keep it in its black livery here. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's clear the table a little bit here. Throw everything around. So the next one we got was this one here. Again, super common model. This, oops, get upside down. This is then the G7900 3DR, and I've seen many of these in black, red and blue, but here in the UK I haven't seen that many of them in this green resin here. Again, these are super utility watches. They've been around for absolutely ages. They're hugely popular as a result. You've got your little wingback shoulders in there to make them more comfortable on wrist, and to also allow a little bit more then air ventilation underneath. Again, really popular. My first thought is that this green resin almost seems to reflect a little bit negatively with the LCD screen, because it kind of makes the screen a little bit yellow. I don't know if it's absorbing some of the light that's reflected off this one here, but again, you don't get that on this one. I don't know, maybe it's my eyes or something, but as I say, I'm picking up this one. It sort of just seems to tint the screen a little bit there. I'll take some daylight shots when I do a full review of this one, so you can see a little bit there. But again, full reviews on that one and that one, as I say, all in due course. There's another one here. I also then picked up this GW 9400. Okay, yeah, ultra famous watch. Now, I got this one on Amazon. It was supposed to be used in good condition, but I can't see anything. I can't see a single mark on it. I've had my eyeballs right up to the screen on this one. I'm hoping that they've made an absolute boo-boo and an absolute mistake, because I paid, I think, was it $120 for this one? And as I say, it's supposed to be used good and not sort of nearly new, but to me it looks damn near nearly new. Super happy with that. I mean, as I say, an absolute bargain. Everything works on it brilliantly as well. But the reason I got it was because, again, I wanted to do, I had a couple of people asking me about bezel swaps and things, and strap swaps on G-Shocks. So the idea then, so I've picked these one up, and I'll do another vid, just a simple instructional vid on changing these, because these little fanciful screws here are very misleading. Again, I had a couple of people ask me about those, so yeah, I'll get back onto that one soon. All right, yeah, hiding over in the corner, we have the elephant in the room. Dun, da, 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 intergalactic planetary mission to Mercury. Yes, the Moonswatch. You guys thought that this was a serious watch channel, didn't you? Ah, yes, I fooled you. My cunning plan. So much to say on this one. It certainly warrants a full vid. I know loads of people have done full vids on these things, but I pretty much couldn't resist. So it's still got its plastic on here. Let me take that off. What the hell am I doing buying one of these? I hear you asking. Yes. Something about it when I saw it, when I walked past the shop, I just thought aesthetically it really grabbed my eyes. Now, I had a little press on a couple of things because, you know, as soon as they gave it to me, the light, how light it feels. I mean, it's, I think, where's it gone here? It's yeah, it's lighter than this one here. It's probably up there with weight for the F91. The first thing I did, of course, was I actioned the chrono up here, and the one that I got was hitting the marker, wasn't even anywhere close to the marker. So I said, right, give me another one. This one, when I tested it in the shop, was hitting the markers fine, but as you can see here, that seconds hand is nowhere near that minute track. It's like, my God, you know, how much do you pay for this and it's that bad? Yeah, it's got a nice buzz as it goes back around to the top though. Let's see, pick this one up. Yeah, it's semi, this one hits the 12 a little bit closer, but then, my God. I think my immediate thought was the price of around maybe $100 for one of these would be a little bit better. But I think, yeah, you're paying for the branding, aren't you? Nothing else. The Blancpain Sea of Storms was out of stock, and that was kind of the one that had attracted me to the store in the first place. I can't really afford a genuine Speedy, so this is certainly Plan D. I think the Boulevard would be a sensible alternative, but the sizing of the Boulevards, of course, is making them, you know, a little bit too large for most people. Yeah, full video on this one coming very, very soon, because I know you guys are going to have a lot to say about that. Clearing that one out of the way. I'm also instructing my daughter in the Bushido of the wristwatch. She's still currently a white belt, but she is progressing rapidly. And this flick flack is a huge fun place to start for her, and much to my wife's chagrin, the little one absolutely loves watches, and she will not remove this one from wrist. We had an argument tonight saying I wanted to just put it in the video. She was like, no, it's mine, give it back. Anyway, moving on swiftly. We also then have here on the table this awesome GA 700. Again, I wanted to include this when I did the Rangeman bezel and band upgrade. Again, just by way of showing a different watch, GShock, and showing the process for that. I've also seen a red set of these, which looks incredibly distasteful and leery. So it'll go perfectly with my Ali G tracksuit. Big Ed, Mr. Ed, massive thanks again for this one, sir. Truly appreciate it, and I owe you one. Yeah, so again, that one I'll be doing some work on. Holy Diver. Yes, it seems that Saddam has been down too long in the Midnight Sea. We're really not quite sure what's becoming of him. CWC here in the UK released this one recently, and it absolutely caught my eye, and I don't think I need to explain to you why. I mean, who the hell doesn't need a brilliant diver's helmet in which to display their watches on their desk? Totally caught my eye. And as you can see here, it also comes with then free engraving. As a watch holder, it just seems to me absolutely superb. I think you quite easily see yourself, you know, with a whole rack of these on your desk, you know, one for each of your watches. But no, please don't do that, because your family needs to eat this month. Internals, super basic. It's almost like you could probably print these off yourself if you had. This is the screw, the retaining screw, which then sits into the back of you, which basically just pushes a disc onto the back of your watch, which then holds it in place. So let me release it here. It's not a you know, super advanced feature and function, but yeah, let me just get a bit more light in there so you can see it. So yes, it doesn't actually have anything on the end of it. I think it would be better if it had like a plate on the end of it, you know, that pushes into the back of your watch. But again, it works absolutely perfectly. Yeah, brilliant. Hats off to CWC for creating this one. As I say, for me, just a huge piece of fun. Yeah, let me just check the dial aperture on that one, see if I've got a no, my measuring stick has vanished, and I haven't got a ruler to hand. I'm not quite sure what the depth of that, the width of that one is, but again, as I say, I'll do another vid featuring some other watches in here. Probably this comes straight out of the bag. I might just need to give it a little bit of a wipe, but maybe some of that aging, you know, already on there gives it some additional character and personality. Absolutely love it. Anyway, there you go, chaps. Little bit of an overview as to what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, couple of months, and yeah, full vids on those that warrant them. I'll leave you with that one. Thanks as always for your time and for your view. Hoping you're having a massively superb, great summer, and we'll catch you all very soon. Cheers, guys.